Welcome, this is Mukul Yudhvir Singh. We are here at Automechanika 2026 and sitting with me is Sriram Viji, who is President-Designate for ACMA. Sriram sir, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to understand, this year it's almost twice the size it was last year.
Correct.
What was the guiding force for this year?
I think it's driven by the overall growth of the industry, support from government as well as industry body coming together to make the show a big success. We've had a lot of promotion for the Indian auto industry with Bharat Mobility taking place in the last couple of years. So I think there's just a lot of good traction and a lot of positive energy right now.
Interesting. What's the force driving the growth in the aftermarket industry especially?
Well, aftermarket specifically look at the vehicle population within India has grown quite significantly in the last years. And to do with that, also the types of components that are getting sold, the value add is getting quite a bit larger. So a combination of both the number of vehicles going up as well as the value add going up.
When you say value going up, is it value in terms of electronics, in terms of feel-good factors? What exactly is adding value to the aftermarket?
You're absolutely right. There's two aspects to it. One is definitely vehicles are getting more electronics, so the types of things that get replaced are of higher value. The second area is, of course, that traditionally, if you looked at mechanics could disassemble and replace small parts in cars, that's getting a little bit less now, and the types of things they are replacing full assemblies. So that is also a shift in the kind of capability and skill set of mechanics is changing.
Interesting. So, on what you just said, would you agree that innovation in the infotainment segment, especially in the infotainment part and the electronics part of a vehicle, which don't have to do with the active mechanism of a car, but the passive mechanism of a car, they happen first in the aftermarket and later on the OEM stage? Would you agree to that statement?
Right now, I would say OEMs have caught up very fast in terms of infotainment and comforts within a car. If you look at the purchasing decisions in a car have changed quite significantly in the last 10 to 15 years from engineering and power and those kind of aspects to a lot more of comfort and usability. So I think OEMs have adapted very well, and if you look at a new car today, it is packed with features, it's packed with luxury and comfort much more than before.
Interesting. But then again, in the aftermarket, right, would you see more competition for newer companies? Because in India, the adoption of base models is picking up, right? People are now tending to buy base models, get it converted to almost a top model spec, especially because of the aftermarket presence of a very good number of companies. Do you think that trend will go up from here?
Hard to say. Accessories has always been a big portion of people upgrading vehicles. You're absolutely right. Whether it's from seat cushions all the way to audio systems and lights and other things in cars, it is getting harder to modify cars. I will say that. If you look at a few years from now, many things are integrated into the vehicle. It's harder to plug and play like it used to be. We still see a lot of accessory sales in the aftermarket. I don't have a very clear idea of how this will pan out.
Interesting. And when it comes to South, because you represent that region, how is aftermarket panning out in that region especially?
Very good. So I would say we have national aftermarket distribution. So for me, I'll comment on South, but also in comparison to other regions. So South has a little bit more of a retail-based approach with a more distributed market. Whereas if you look at a little bit in the North and East, it's a little bit more distribution-driven. Goods flow a lot more from central areas to wider areas. So I would say the retail penetration in general has been increasing. We're seeing distributors set up branches in smaller towns, and this is something even the minister alluded to today. The growth is coming not from urban centers. The growth is really coming from rural India picking up. So Tier 2 has already grown. Tier 3 cities are really starting to boom. So we're seeing that happen a lot in the aftermarket as well.
Interesting. One last question for you. How big would be the next edition of Automechanika?
Well, I think we should aim to keep doubling it every year as long as we can. But I think we're very positive in terms of the trajectory the industry is taking. So very happy to support our membership audience in terms of Automechanika.
Thank you, Sriram, sir, for talking to us.
Thank you.
This is Mukul Yudhvir Singh for Autocar Professional.